much, Maddie. And our team coverage continues.
Wing security analyst and retired FBI agent Richard Kulko joins us now. Rich, why is it so important to dig as much as they can into the shooter's background?
Pretty basic, Chris. 2 reasons. They want to know why he did it, and they want to do everything they can to make sure it doesn't happen again. And a lot of it has to do with determining what the motive, background of why they think the way they do. I mean, there's always these commonalities amongst the shooters, and if the more that I can identify that, the more it can help prevent it in the future. We hear all our law enforcement and politicians and parents talking about the see something, say something, and what we can do is identify some common characteristics here, and hopefully, again, the same message to try and get out. There's going to be somebody, I promise you, after they do some of this investigation, who was going to say, I thought he was going to do something, or it just seemed that he was that kind of guy, but they never picked up the phone or got online and made that call to law enforcement, so there could have been some interaction. They'll find a lot of that, probably on his computer, on his phone, some of the people that he was talking to, some of the people interacting with. Did he do some writing, some social media posts that seemed out of character? And we'll find that out. It's just sad. I mean, you watch, Maddie at the event there, and you know that this just has an effect, not only on the lives that were lost, but the lives forever. These students will remember that day forever.
Yeah. Rich, yesterday this incident seemed to end very quickly. Can you give us some background into law enforcement, how quickly they got there and how quickly they wrapped it up, why they were able to do that way?
I'm old enough to go back to the Columbine shooting.
Me too. Me too.
And everything changed after that. The way police trained, prepared, and reacted. And FSU, I've watched some of their training videos that they have available online, classes that they can provide to the students. They've had the exercises, the response exercises. They've invited the media to observe the exercises. Not only that, some campus police invite the media to be the role players in the media, because the media has a role in getting this message out as well. And what they did is their training prepared them to respond as quickly as possible. And that student center there, clearly the most busy place in campus. So at the middle of the day, busiest time of day. So it's clear that officers would have been on scene there normally. That would be just an obvious place for them to be on patrol any given day. And they were there, and fortunately were able to react as quick as possible and stop this as quickly as they could.
And just quickly, yesterday we heard so many different things. There were 2 shooters, 3. There were, I think, more than that at one point. Why does it, even on the other side of this, why does that happen?
We call it circular reporting. We've watched a lot of the video already from the campus, and we've seen it from this angle and this angle and this angle. And in the FBI, you take an interrogation course, interview course, and we show a video of a bank robbery to people, and then you do the interviews. And it's interesting. They're watching the same video, and one person will describe it as 6'1" in blue jeans and a T-shirt, and the other one will say shorts and a tank top. And they're watching the same video. So the issue here is we saw those videos from the campus, different 911 calls, and they would be describing a different person. Okay, so now that initial information going into that 911 center, we really don't know what it is. Police have to react to all of that. That's one of the reasons the lockdowns stay in place so long, because they have to sort that information out. We all know in the media here how many people were shot, how many shooters there are. It just takes a while for that information to be resolved, and that's what happened yesterday, and that's what happens at every one of these events.
All right, thank you very much, Rich. Well, it's already a terrifying experience, but imagine going through it twice. For some, yesterday's deadly shooting was a painful reminder of what they survived before, the 2018 Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School massacre. Wait News reporter Jolena Esperto spoke to a woman who went through both shootings.
You're about to hear from 3 young people. All of them have survived a different mass shooting. 2 of them happened right here in Florida, and all 3 of these people live in Florida. A heartbreaking reality. The mass shooting at Florida State University has tugged on everyone's heartstrings, but if you have family there, or if you're a student there, the feeling is unimaginable. Also unimaginable, surviving an active shooting, not once, but twice. That's Stephanie Horowitz's reality as a Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School student in 2018 and worker at FSU now.
They said that everyone ran. I came out from behind the desk and I looked and I saw crickets and I saw belongings left behind, and unfortunately, due to my previous experience, I knew what that meant.
Horowitz was in the bowling alley inside the student union, and so was Tyrell Rice. He's from Naples. The bowling alley is on the ground floor, directly below where the shooter opened fire.
It's just kind of scary to see because I'm like, what? And then, somebody mentioned, hey, we saw everybody running out there frantically, so we came in here. Then we went back behind the pin setters. We were hiding back there.
His older brother, Clay, happened to be driving near campus and saw Tyrell evacuating.
Extremely huge relief when I was able to give him a hug and be like, just get in the car. We're going to go ahead and head home.
A roller coaster of emotions, not only from seeing his little brother okay, but remembering his own experience.
I was in Kansas City on a work conference trip last year when they had the shooter situation. You never think that this will be a shared experience you have with somebody in your family, right?
And every FSU student or parent I have talked with has told me they hope they never have to be caught in the middle of an active shooting again, and they hope and they pray for that change. I'm reporting in Collier County, Jolena Esperto, Wink News.